So this is how you run wiring from inside of the car into the engine bay. Basically take out all the screws here, and there's a couple on the bottom, and then you just take the inner fender well off on one side, and then this part goes into the cabin, and then you can just put them through right there. And down there, they, as you can see, like the red wire there, they come in through there. So this is where I'm putting my boost gauge for now, until I can get my vacuum block situated. Trying to figure out where I should mount it and stuff. I get a little disorganized sometimes when I start doing stuff like this, but basically up there, see where the red line is coming in through? That's where it comes into the engine bay. And here's the boost gauge wiring. So I'll run that up under the dash and then connect it to some power. The owner before me had it connected to this. This is the light chime. So like if your lights are on with the car off, like so. Yeah. And that's that. As you can see, I pulled it through with the coat hanger, and then I just feed it up and through the other opening. And then I can reach down there and get it. Well, let's see here. I don't know if you can see that or not. There we go. So, there we go. It fit in from down there. And then this is for the oil pressure sender, which is going to have to go down there where that orange oil filter is. But I'm not doing that today, so I'm just going to tie it up in here, and then probably electrical tape so the connections don't get wet or something. So let's continue. Alright, so basically there are 6 screws and 2 bolts. Let me get my light out here. There we go. So, like right under here, there's 2 bolts there, 1 back here, and then 2 here, and then there's 2 that hold the bottom of this panel on by the hood release, and then there's 1 on the side here. It's like a little cap. You just pry the cap off of the screw and take that out, and then you can pull this whole bottom part off. And basically I used the little light chime to get the power, not the power, the dim, like so the gauges know when the lights come on. And then I just ran a ground to a metal piece of the framing underneath the dash. And the previous owner had the HKS boost controller here. Already tapped into ignition for when the you know, you turn the car on, that'll turn on too, so I just tapped into that for ignition power. So yeah, basically it's a big rat's nest under there with a bunch of zip ties because there's so much wiring. But there's the gauges. Right now I still need to hook up the oil pressure, and I need to drill and weld the exhaust for the O2 sensor to go in. So those don't have a reading, but for right now, that's basically what they look like. Fuel pump making all kinds of noise. There you go. And if you turn the lights on, the gauge, well, that one doesn't pay attention to like whatever brightness you have because it's in its warning mode or whatever. But yeah, this gauge got a little bit dimmer because I turned the lights on. Turn the lights off, and now it goes back to full brightness. So yeah, I basically just zip tied everything up there. These gauges have like outputs to go to the ECU, and those wires are just chilling underneath the dash there. You can probably see it right there. The purple wires and those black wires there are just going to go underneath the console over to the other side. You can probably see the wideband, the PLX box there. So yeah, this is my gauges. It's popping up a little bit here because I only used double-sided tape because I didn't want to screw into the dash. So I don't know. I mean, it fits pretty well. The only thing is just this point right here. But I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's not a show car or anything, so as long as it holds, I'm happy with it. I got some new vents on the way by I guess EMS or something like that, all the way from Japan. I don't know, but anyway, yep, that was my gauge install. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below, and see you guys later.